looks like we got us go. Yeah, I was wanting to see if I could get this done before we went on the air tonight, but things took a little longer than expected, so we'll just have to deal with it. So, greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here in Novaura Autism for another edition of A Day in the Life of Tales of Eorzea here in Final Fantasy XIV, as we're about to get Shinji his level 70. And we'll do it by taking a trip to Alexander. And this would be Alexander 1. Right, we are not supposedly going to be helping out some people to get this done. Now, all the while I'm also trying to get the plug out, because I decided I might as well just queue while I was waiting for things to get started and start going on the air now. Alright, cross is pulled, let's go. Also, I can have a dance partner as well. It's not the best dance partner, but it'll do. I probably want to spin on this one. Yeah, especially with those dolls, because you know they're going to be a nuisance. Alright, blue to green. Almost there, got it. Hey Miguel, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. And Elizabeth, welcome, glad to have you with us. Everyone's sliding in to deal with and confront the oppressor. Yeah, and lucky Samurai, he's getting double the love from the dancers. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've shown off an Alexander level. It's been a long time. Yeah, probably best to show it off here tonight. Thing is, Alexander's going to be very hard pressed to keep up with us. Red, blue. And keep on throwing. Yeah, all I need is to get this roulette cleared and we should be fine. We should have accumulated enough points for Shinji to be level 70 on Dancer. Alright, here comes the arrival of Oppressor .5. Yellow to red. And dance. Because now we're going to have to try and outrun the self-destruct. Let's see if we got what it takes, and it looks like we do. I bet you never seen him being that way on. We just barely got it. Oh wow, yeah. This normal raid did not give that much in terms of stuff for points for the bonus, but it was enough. And holy cow, that's 3 commendations. I'll take them. Yeah, everyone must have recognized, hey, you just did 70 on Dancer, well done. Yeah, definitely glad with that result for sure. Alright, so how many points am I at? 104. It's not enough to get any new equipment, but I can go ahead and put this stuff on. And I do have some 270s, and I also have some looks like my inventory is full, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, I won't need the bayonet anymore. Nor will I need the high steel chakram. Yeah, I'll be partaking of this now. Also, did Shinji have this? Ditch the bolts. Yeah, I do need to free up space in the inventory. Oh, that's the boots. It's not the leggings, it's the boots. Alright, well, since I don't need these now. Yeah, there's my chest piece. Alright, and this isn't needed anymore. Well, at least not for now. And also I picked up another... I ended up picking up 2 helmets of... Dang. Oh, that's kind of embarrassing. 290, 90, 90, 90, 90. Yeah, I have it at 354. But I can go over to... I can go over to, the Custarium and see if I can get better gear from there. What's my currency situation? I got 500,000. Actually, I might be even able to go high quality. Alright, let's go up and hit the market board first, then. Just so that I'm fully prepared. Because yeah, tonight we're going to be covering both the Gunbreaker's level 70 story and the Dancer's level 70 story, however long it takes to get both of them. Alright. So just make sure I'm getting the right stuff. So, necklace, bracelets, and 2 rings. Oh, it's going at 60k, huh? Oh, I've got the money, sure. The bracelets. Yeah, that's a little more realistic. And 2 rings. They're both 100k. Ooh. Yeah, probably better to buy them directly at the Custarium. So let's fly over there right now. Yeah, leave nothing to chance because we don't know what we're getting ourselves into. Alright. To the Universalis. Hinder, Gemstone Trader, Materia Vendor, Retainer. And the market board's right smack dab in the middle. Tools, culinary, apothecary. Where's weapons and armor? Okay, this is weird. Where's weapons and armor? Yeah, shouldn't a place like this have that sort of thing? This is the Costerium after all. Do you have what I require? Nope, you do not. And you sell stuff for crafting. Yeah, this is so shocking. Yeah, this is so shocking. Also, lookout point. Can I get to it though from here? Probably not. Yeah, just get caught on the wall, and I can just phase through there. So yeah, it has to be jumped on from up there somehow. Yeah, this is so shocking. Like, how can you forget the most important things? Alright, well, let's add these and get to 372. Yeah, in all seriousness, how could there not be anything for what I need? Alright, fine. And yeah, that's way more expensive. Fine, we'll buy a pair at 100k a piece. Yeah, seriously, where is that stuff? Alright. Yeah, now the question. What exactly do I proceed to glamour this with? Well, since it's summertime, why don't we go with this? And I'm probably gonna take a laugh or two for using these as a glamour, but I think it'll work. Yeah, I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Isn't this supposed to be another part to this? Yeah, I'm having a hard time figuring it out. Hey there, Yuna, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, this looks incredibly weird, but I'll use it anyway. Alright. Time for us to go back to the source. And we'll begin in Limsa. Yeah, they'll probably give me a fancy glamour to wear once I complete the 70. Yeah, for those of you just joining us, we just got Shinji to get to level 70 on both Gunbreaker and Dancer, so tonight we are going to be focusing our attention on seeing how the quest lines for those respective jobs unfold. Alright, so for now we'll go ahead and switch back to Gunbreaker. I'm at 367 on this. And I think I wanted to, yeah, I wanted to get the bracelet and the ring swapped as well, but I don't think I have the money to do it. Bracelet's going at 50k. And the ring, both at 100. It's a shame there's no actual weapon and armor shop in the Crystarium. That would make life so much easier. Unless Yuna actually knows where it is. Because yeah, I could not for the life of me find it in the Universalis. Hey there, Mira, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. Oh my. Okay, well I won't be doing any dungeons with you this evening, Mira. My main purpose tonight is to do the Gunbreaker and Dancer story. Accessories. Yeah, I checked the Musica Universalis in the markets, but there was no weapon and armor or accessory merchants. At least none that I could see. Alright, so, time to pick up where we left off with Radovan as he's continuing to try and deal with his physical afflictions and his Viera healer Sophie, so let's go ahead and speak with Radovan to take on our next Gunbreaker challenge at level 65 entitled Confessions of a Flaming Mongrel. Radovan is hoping for a nice, straightforward, no strings attached assignment. You'll be pleased to hear that the Eorzea have offered us an assignment. After taking on more than we bargained for with our previous clients, we're hoping this one will turn out to be relatively straightforward. We haven't heard what it entails yet, but I'll bet it's something important. A man called Futag Ufutag has arranged to meet us in Bulwark Hall. Let's go and see what he wants. Yeah, that's quite a weird name. But where are they, though? Where are those merchants? Because, yeah, in the Musica Universalis, all I could find was everything but. Yeah, it had no weapon or armor merchant or an accessories merchant. There were culinarians, apothecaries, materia, and everything else, except weapons and armor and accessories. Male cat girl? Well, that's what's coming out and saying it. Okay, let's get to who we're helping out here. Obviously, this is a lot of Lalafell we're coming to the aid of. Thank you for coming at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. We want you to protect Goldwhites, who was until recently leader of the Flaming Mongrels. And then, they were once a gang of raiders, but eventually settled in Limsa Lominsa to extort and rob their way to a position of considerable influence in the criminal underworld. That all ended when Goldwhites turned himself in. No one saw it coming, not even the other Flaming Mongrels. He's due to give testimony in exchange for a reduced sentence, and not just about the crimes he committed himself, either. All of the gangs he's had dealings with have ample reason to silence him before he spills his secrets. He's currently being held at the Marabi dry docks. Your job is to see that he reaches Limsa in one piece. Sir, you want to act as bodyguards to a criminal? I don't like the sound of that. We be protecting the information that's in his head, which could be used to bring countless other lawbreakers to justice. It sounds like a worthwhile cause to me. It is. And before you ask why we're hiring outsiders, it's to avoid attention. If I pull too many yellow jackets from their posts, the gangs will figure out what's going on. Better to give the impression that it's business as usual while using professionals like you to escort him in secret. We still need to secure the routes, so I'll go on ahead and see to the preparations. Come and find me at the dry docks when you're ready. Alright then, Mr. Ufatag. Before we begin, we should find out more about this Goldwhites. While it's important to place our trust in the client, I don't want to repeat the mistake we made last time. No, I guess not. Well, before I start doing the quests, would you be willing for Dancer, would you be willing to show me? If you're able to there, Yuna? Alright, let's start speaking with people, starting with Altskiff. If the rumors are true, the flaming mongrels are involved in the most of the money lending and extortion goes on in the city. Goldwaits was at the center of this web, overseeing every aspect of these clandestine activities. Now that he has finally found the decency to give himself up, I imagine that his former associates would rather he kept quiet concerning their dealings. And for those of you who are wondering, no, I have not yet unlocked Blue Mage on Shinji. And then from the Rugera Consortium, Jasnim. Oh yes, everybody has heard of the Flaming Mongrels. Their modus operandi is to offer loans, increase the interest to the extent that their mark has no hope of ever paying it back, and then forcing that poor soul to obey their every whim. Yeah, sounds like someone we know. And then over at the top, speaking with another yellow jacket in Sundamal. I'm not at liberty to discuss an ongoing investigation. I can say, however, that many yellow jackets believe heartless cows like Goldwhites deserve nothing less than death. He and his rogues have left only tragedy and despair in their wake. Mercy would be a waste. It would, wouldn't it? Alright then. How far into the markets did Radovan and Sophie wander? Well, not that far. Hey there, Radovan. Did you hear anything useful? Well, we learned about these. Yes, it's just as Ufutag said. Goodwhite certainly has a lot of enemies on both sides of the law. It's Radovan, it's not too late to refuse. Think about what you're doing. Trust me, I have. Now, let's say no more on the matter. We have a job to do. Yeah, you know that Sophie has another one of those inklings that she showed previously over in Ul'dah. Also, well done on getting those adds to your mount collection. Well, you can look back in the stream, because I did show myself wandering around looking for them. But yeah, I did wander all over the Universalis to find what I was looking for. And nothing but that featured a weapons and armor and accessories merchant. All set. Good. Then it's time to bring out the prisoner. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the white light to go around. Yeah. There's the big man. I present Goodwhites of the Scourge of Limsa Lominsa. His life is in your hands now. Guard him well. Thank you, Conley. Are you sure you've got the right man? Quite sure.
Now listen carefully, this is important. We've scouted the road ahead and we've spotted a group of unsavory figures lying in wait. The plan is to put them down and rush past before anyone realizes what's happened.
Well, if that's how you prefer us to handle it, then very well. But we'll need someone to take out the lead and cut through the ambush.
That's up to me, isn't it?
I choose you for that role, Shinji. Show me how far you've come as a gunbreaker.
Very well.
The rest of us will stay close to Gold Whites and fend off any that try to flank us. Futag, I give you my word that we will get him to Limsa, even if I have to carry him there.
We're depending on you, Shinji. Once you've cleared a path, we'll be right behind you. We'll regroup at Oshan's Embrace and assess the situation before moving on.
At the Embrace? Yeah. Spoiler alert. Oshan's Embrace is this way. Yeah, it's over in this direction. So I can tell already that something is definitely afoot. Okay, thanks. Alright, around in the corner. And getting ready to confront whoever this is going to be. Where are they? You know, always scour the perimeter because that's where these guys usually are. I'm wondering if I have to climb up at all. Doesn't seem like I can. Where are they hiding? Oh, walked past it. I was expecting a purple perimeter. But if this is what we gotta do, then so be it. Think you can stop us? I'll try. Yeah, be advised though, my hand level is obscenely high. And then someone comes in and does the same thing I was doing. Alright, take another scour of the area. Oh, you remember that, don't you? Yeah, now that we know we're looking for smoke, here it is. Yeah, I'm not accustomed to targets being in the middle of a target circle. I'm so accustomed to them being on the perimeter. Alright, you relate their ways very quickly. And you will not be too far behind. Also, hey there, Mira. Come to show off your new dogs. I see. Gives me an enthusiastic lally-ho. Yeah, congrats on getting those remaining dogs. And the other one. Yeah, I'm guessing the green one was Seiryu. Yeah, because Seiryu is a snake. Oh, Nia comes to say hello this evening. Oh, welcome, darling. Welcome, Nia. Glad to have you with us in the stream. It's nice to meet you. And you go by Vati. Yeah, I think this is the first time you joined us in my YouTube stream, but welcome. Alright, now that we've had the dog show. Yeah, now that we've done our interpretation of the Westminster Kennel dog show, let's continue on to Oshan's embrace. And apparently this is actually where the embrace is. Yeah, I was like, are you sure this is where the embrace is? Alright, so Radovan and Sophie arrive.
A pretty poor attempt at an ambush. Without the element of surprise, they're nothing.
Yeah, it's very impressive, but I'll save my thanks until we reach Limsa if you don't mind.
Alright, extra help?
I bring bad news, I'm afraid. Those men not here to ambush you. They were only lookouts. The bulk of the enemy force lies ahead. We'll take the prisoner to a safe hiding place until those rogues have been dealt with. What? Why wasn't I informed sooner? We've only just received the information ourselves. I'm meant to take the prisoner into custody while you are to return to your post until further notice. As for the hirelings, their services are no longer required.
Now hold on a moment! Yeah, now hold on a moment indeed. I see where this is turning.
Look, if you've got a problem, take it up with Commodore Rayner. They're his orders, not mine. Alright, you've made your point. Well, that's that, I suppose. Nevertheless, I'll see that you receive the full amount as agreed. It was a pleasure working with you.
Yeah. Let me guess who the real person in disguise is. Yeah. Dude, it's not gonna end well.
Yeah, something about this doesn't add up.
You think?
Surely it would make more sense for Futai to go on with them. Besides, our agreement was to see Goldwhites to Limsa, and that's exactly what I intend to do. You two come with me.
Yeah, we gotta deal with this.
He looks like the shoes on the other foot this time, so I can hardly refuse. Come on, before he does something Will regrets.
Agree there, Sophie.
Alright.
Oh, well, good luck with that there, Vadi. Oh, if you don't mind me asking, we haven't seen a Loon in a while. How's he been? Yeah, a few weeks ago, Nia brought their friend a Loon into the game, but we haven't heard from him in a while, so I just wanted to see how he's doing. Yeah, we'll make our way through the foliage, but yeah, that is the way to Limsa. This is not the path. Yeah, something has definitely gone wrong here. Yeah, this is not what I call a detour or a scenic route. Oh, he's moving, okay. Yeah, your first crack at the Warring Triad. Starting with Sephiroth and two others after that. Yeah, it looks like we're heading in the direction of the Blind Iron Mines. So this is where Radovan and Sophie ended up.
She took him inside. If my guess is correct, there's no time to waste.
Yeah.
Nothing for it but to follow him, I suppose.
Hey Joshuka, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. So yeah, we don't get the satisfaction of cutting this person in disguise down ourselves.
Stop this at once!
Yeah, who are you really?
Stay out of it, Celisord. My friend's dead because of this filth. He's got no right to live, so why would you protect him?
Because we were ordered to?
Because I gave my word. Though he may be beyond redemption, he acts not for his own sake, but for the good of others. Try telling her that. His testimony will make Limstalminster a safer place. Yeah. Now, lower your ox. Before we make you do it. Oh, she actually did it. Yeah, and in the meantime, thank the 12 you got here when you did. It didn't take long for us to find out it was all a ruse, but by then she had already bought enough time to carry out her plan. Luckily for us, the 3 of you weren't so easily duped. Yes, indeed. Of course, she's not the only yellow jacket to bear a grudge against Gold Whites, but I never thought any of us would go to such lengths. A fine bloody mess this is. Yeah. And now they have to take one of their own into custody too. And in the meantime, while we may have been waylaid somewhat, our orders to escort Gold Whites still stand. Before we go, I want to thank you all for what you've done. Truth is, I ain't got long to live. Even if I can escape having my leg lopped off, the sickness will give me sure enough. And I'll get to your request there in a moment there, Mira, thank you. You could have lived out your days as one of the leading figures in the underworld, rich and powerful. What made you turn yourself in? Yeah, out with it, man. Since before I can remember, I've been cheating and killing to put food in my belly and get in my pocket. And I was good at it too. Look me right at the top. At the top of what? Bunch of liars, swindlers, and murderers. And only when I found out I have a few months left I realized Limso's the way it is because of people like me. It ain't gonna be that way though. Not if I say my piece. In that case, we best get you to Limsa post-haste. I would agree with that assessment. Aye, I thought I kicked the bucket. Either way. Yeah, the Atma weapons music from Final Fantasy VI that also extends to said warring triad. So at the gates of Limsa. Not the most direct route, but we got here at the end.
All that remains is for Gold Whites to give his testimony. On behalf of the Yellow Jackets, I offer my thanks.
You kept your word. Now it's my turn. Very well. And so, away they go. Every city has its problems. This one more than most. It's high time we moved on.
Seeing as we've been to Alamigo, Gridania, Ulda, and Limsulaminsa, the Justly's Ishgard. I don't exactly thrive in cold climates, though.
Just get yourself a decent overcoat and you'll be fine. Well then, let's be off.
Yeah, get ready to brave the cold there, young lady. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and take care of that. And then fly off to Ishgard. Yeah, can you believe it's been over a year now since Mathia got featured in Bob Lennon's French language take on Heaven's Ward and its dungeons? That's crazy that it's been over a year now. Yeah, because now every time I come to Ishgard, it makes me think of the fact that I was able to have my work recognized by someone like him, and it was definitely a great honor to do so. Alright, over to the Forgotten Knight. Yeah, actually, I think it was actually July 2nd when that debuted. Last year. Hey there, Autobahn.
I'll admit, it's a fair bit colder than I was expecting. Not that it's anything to be concerned about.
That's easy for you to say.
You'll soon get used to it, I'm sure. Anyway, Shinji, it seems that instead of offering work via an adventurers guild, Ishgard's Temple Knights issue levies. Although there do not appear to be any clients in need of protection, it is only a matter of time before something comes our way. Until then, be sure not to let your skills or your gunblade grow rusty.
And so that will take our 207,900 experience points and the 1,863 gil, and then proceed immediately to go on to the level 68 Gunbreaker Challenge entitled Of Defectors and Defenders. Radovan and Sophie's expressions are as somber as their surroundings. Yeah, and Sophie, if you're worried about being in the cold, like, I would certainly refer you to the female dragoons around here. We Rothgar are quite used to snow and ice, so we sometimes forget the problems it poses for other races. This morning, a homeless Hjol lad was found lying stone cold in the street.
When they came to carry him away, he was frozen solid like a statue. The poor thing can't have been more than 20 summers old.
We asked the Temple Knights if there was something we could do, and we were told that they had the perfect assignment for us. Our client this time is Reese of Garland Ironworks. Their founder, Sid Garland, is one of the few Gridanians who have turned his back on the Empire and is a hero to many living under their rule.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I wonder if I might have the honor of meeting him in person. At any rate, we must first head to the Sky Steel Manufactory.
Then we shall go over there. Yeah, we know that the Ironworks had been doing work at the manufactory, especially for production of the Mana Cutter, which allowed us access to the area in Heavensward. So where are they gonna be? Alright, they're gonna be upstairs. Yeah, I forget sometimes that there's an upstairs because we almost never need to use it. Oh, he's over here, okay. Yeah, he was outside the building, not inside. Hello there, sir.
Good day. I take it you're the bodyguard sent by the Temple Knights? There's someone I'd like you to protect. A recently defected Guardian engineer, as it happens.
Oh, another one?
I'll not bore you with the details, but he's to oversee the installation of a ceruleum heating system. We're hoping it would avert tragedies like the one that recently occurred in the Broom. Yes, we saw the body being carried away. Terrible sight it was. If this engineer friend of yours needs safe passage here, we'd be glad to help. Unfortunately, the Empire does not take kindly to desertion, especially when the man in question is one of its most highly esteemed scientists. We've received word that a group known as the Alaude have been dispatched to see that he never reaches Ishgard. Gods be good!
I've heard of them. Prison has offered an opportunity to reduce their sentences to royal service to Garlemald. By all accounts, they fight like men possessed, desperate to earn their freedom.
Worst of all, they are led by Vitus Commissalia, a man whose cruelty knows no bounds. As a soldier, he reached the rank of Pilus Prior, but was relegated after butchering a village of innocent civilians purely to sate his own bloodlust. Sounds like the kind of guy that would want to hang with Xenos. Even his fellow Garleans were disgusted by these barbaric acts, yet that did not damage his reputation as a skilled warrior equal to Gaius Van Belsar himself. During my imprisonment, Vilus Commissalia came to enlist me. I told him I'd sooner rot in jail than serve under a rabid dog like him. As you can imagine, he was far from pleased with my refusal and tried to persuade me by using my Magitech collar to administer countless electric shocks. I'll never forget the look in his eyes as he pushed that button over and over.
Of course, not everyone is as resilient as Radovan. Many who fight for the Alaude do so against their will, though they are no less deadly for it.
By the Fury, if I'd known the dangers involved, I would have called the whole thing off. It's too late now, though. The airship is already on its way to Cathus. It should be arriving at the observatorium. Sadly, we couldn't gain permission to have an Imperial craft dock in the city for matters of security. Yeah, I'll bet. From the rendezvous points, we'll proceed the rest of the way on foot. Once we're safely inside the gates of judgment, we can consider the mission a success. Your friend is risking his life for the sake of others, Reese. I give my word that he will reach Ishgard safely. Listen, Sophie. You know as well as I do that the Alaude are as ruthless as they are tenacious. For that reason, I want you to stay behind.
Why, though?
You think you can take them on without me there to heal you?
Yeah, I don't like that idea. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to have you by my side, but against foes like that, Shinji and I will struggle to protect you and the engineer. I'm sure she'll insert herself in at some point, and yeah, she's not impressed.
Protect me? Look, Radovan, we protect each other, remember? Or perhaps you see me as nothing but a burden? Fine, have it your way.
Yeah, she gone. Not to rush you or anything, but we should get going. I'll meet you at the airship landing at the top of the tower. She'll insert herself somehow, I'm sure. Before we leave, there's something I'd like to make clear. I didn't mean what I said to Sophie. I think she's an excellent conjurer and more than capable of taking care of herself. But this is Velas Masalia we're dealing with, a monster who delights in toying with his prey. I can't let her face that kind of danger. You see, Sophie and I have been inseparable ever since we escaped our guardian captors. When I discovered what had befallen my family, I came close to taking my own life, and I might have even gone through with it, if Sophie hadn't stopped me. She's lost loved ones too, but has never given up hope. Sophie helped me realize that there is still a place in this world for me. In fact, it was her idea that I become a bodyguard. Although no one will ever replace the family I lost, she helped fill that void in my life and gave me a reason to carry on. If she were here now, she would tell me to stop being such a sentimental old fool, or words to that effect. Anyway, the sooner we can finish this assignment, the sooner I can get back here and apologize to her. I'm sure you'll have opportunity to do that once we're actually out in the field. Kinda. Anyone know where the quests that give gloves and pants are? Also, I didn't realize that activating the chat window could cancel me out of a warp. Anyway, while I'm warping over, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself some water because my voice is getting a little raspy by trying to impersonate Radovan. So back in a moment.
But yeah, I know what you mean there, Vati, given that it's not just Sephiroth that has a platform you can fall off of. You'll have to deal with that in, spoilers, the next member of the Warring Triad too. Yeah, the only person you don't have to worry about in terms of well, actually they all have platforms you can fall off of. Hey there, Dan. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. It's been a while. It's good to see you again. I guess I should thank you for making me an admin on the speedrun forum. Because yeah, our people are definitely staying busy, that's for sure. Alright, so this guy's at the top, so we gotta go up there. Yeah, this also means that we can also, once again, give Forlamort a hard time. Yeah, hey dude, you remember me? Well, probably not, because in my game's canon, these two have never met. Alright, Reese, where's our man?
Now that you're here, allow me to introduce the man that you'll be escorting.
Oh, hello there. Kato Mamula.
Kato na Mamula at your service. Or should that be Kato Mamula now that I'm in Ishgard?
Oh, you know who this is?
Is something the matter?
Yeah. No, it's nothing. Yeah, they've met before.
Master Mamula is carrying documents liberated from the Empire that could prove vital in Garland Ironworks' investigation of Omega. This may lead to an increased likelihood of encountering Imperial pursuers, however.
But Corinne already took care of Omega. Why do you need to look into it further?
Well then, shall we begin?
Yep. Yeah, where is Sophie now? Yeah, Shinji realizes that these two have crossed paths previously. Alright. Can I step on two here? No, I can't. No, I cannot jump onto the airship. I just fall through. I was curious. I had to know. Like, could I actually set foot on the airship? But no, once Kato gets off, it's a mirage. It's not real. Alright. Still no white light? That's shocking. The Elode we knew we were coming. Hell's bells, they must have seen that airship from mom's away. I'll stay with the engineer. You go on ahead and draw them out. We'll rendezvous at the camp to the north. Alright then. Let's go start weighing waste up people. Alright, there's a cloud of purple smoke, yeah. Much easier to see A at daytime or A at nighttime and B in the snows of Kerthus. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Well, I did check before I went on the air tonight. I did notice that there were some new runs that were available to verify. All right. Next set of enemies. Yeah. Let's deal with you, Alaude. And once you're dead, you'll be screaming in death so Alaude that everyone's gonna hear it. Yeah. Is that why they give them the name that they do? Because when they die, it's so allow day. Yeah, that was a terrible pun, but I'm used to watching people on... yeah, it does, actually. Yeah, in fact, all the extreme battles in Final Fantasy XIV have mounts you can win. Yeah, every single one of them has one. Alright, made it. Alright, they are dealt with. Yeah, the mounts from trials are always obtained in extreme modes. So now that we have the Camp Dragonhead, some of the Alaudes stayed in their hiding places until you passed. One of them got to Reese. He's hurt, but it could have been a lot worse. Oh yeah, he's saving his shoulder.
I'm sorry, they caught me by surprise.
We made it this far, but Vitus is still out there. If this is just a taste of the Alaude have in store for us, our best option is to avoid confrontation altogether. Mamula and I will sneak past them, while you and Reese stay behind. The two of us stand a better chance than a group of 4. No, we should stick together and take care of Mamula. Yeah. Don't you start... I know what you're getting after. You're sticking with me. I know how you feel, but sometimes discretion is the better part of valor. You see the sense in this, don't you? No, I don't. I know how you reacted to him. We'll meet back in Ishgard. Oh, we'll meet back in Ishgard, alright. But let me guess how.
My colleagues will contact me via Lempo once Master Mamula has arrived in Ishgard. In the meantime, we should lie low. We don't want to alert the Alaude to our presence any more than we already have. Oh, and I better get these wounds looked at.
Yeah, I pretty much know exactly what's gonna happen. Hey there, Sophie.
Thank goodness you're alright. You've been gone so long I came looking for you. I met a few nasty characters on the way here, but I soon sent them packing.
I'm glad you did, because I need to tell you something.
Wait, where's Radovan? And that engineer is you're supposed to be escorting.
He's never gonna make it.
Katon and Mamula?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
If the two of them are together, then...
Yep.
Radovan never talks to anyone about it, but he comes from a place called Borgia Citadel. It was utterly destroyed in a Ghanaian experiment gone wrong. In charge of the project were Midas Nangaland and his right-hand man, Kato Nan Mamula. Radovan's opposition to Borgia being used as a testing ground for a potentially dangerous magitech led to his imprisonment, and his fears were proved correct when the city was obliterated. There's a strong chance that he's planning to exact his revenge.
Oh, I know it.
We have to stop him. They were headed west towards Ishgard, yes. We should be able to follow their tracks. There's no time to lose.
Yeah. So now that the Kato is out of the bag, we now have to save the man's life. Yeah, I should point out that the drop rate for the mounts is pretty low. Like I think I've been told it's like a 5% chance that it'll drop in a completed extreme battle with a primal.
But there are ways to increase the speed at which a battle can be completed, which includes doing an undersized / unsynced party and teaming up with a whole bunch of people who are way overpowered. Yeah, as you noticed, we're gone well past the Gates of Judgment, and we're going past White Brim Front. Yeah, we're actually going in the direction of Snowcloak. And there's a fate that just spawned. Yeah, we went way past Ishgard and White Brim Front. Let's find our man. And see if he's still alive. So as the snow drives down... Wait a minute. Well, he's still alive. Yeah, let's chase him. Yeah, he's going towards the Behemoth Lair. Yeah, now he's been taken down. For my homeland. For my family!
Bosha.
And... yeah. Don't you dare do it! Shinji? Yeah. I knew you were gonna come this way. Yeah, now he's baring his fangs. Stay back! This feat robbed me of everything I held dear! Don't deny me my vengeance! What are we gonna say to him? But he's unarmed. You swore to protect him! Yeah, you swore to protect him! Whether you like it or not! You hypocrite!
I will not beg your forgiveness. However, I ask that you hear my final words. Midas and I knew that there were risks involved with the experiment, but we did not foresee that it could fail so catastrophically. I have lived with unending, agonizing guilt ever since. From that day forth I sought redemption, a chance to somehow right the wrongs I have committed. That is why I asked Midas' son Sid to aid in my defection from Garlemald, that my knowledge and expertise may be put to good use. But I always knew that this is my past would return to haunt me. I submit myself to your judgment.
And... yeah. Does the word of a gunbreaker mean nothing, or have you forgotten about gold whites? Yeah. Let's go with this one. Yeah. Come on, you hippo. Yeah, put it down.
What have I become?
Yeah, it's not good, man.
My honor as a gunbreaker. As a man, I've thrown it all away. You are the last of us now.
Yeah. Kato, you're gonna have to continue living with your guilt. And now Radovan's gonna have to live with his, too. But this leaves a perfect opening.
You want us to kill him now, sir?
No, the old goats can wait. Is that who we think it is?
It's the prowling lion I want. Yes, your head will make a fine trophy.
Yep, that's the man. Yeah. Velas, we will get our hands on you soon, I'm sure.
Yeah. He knows what's about to happen. He knows what's about to go down. So sometime later.
Is Mamula alright? And where's Radovan?
Well, Mamula's alright, but as far as Radovan is concerned, we have no clue.
Wandered off, but we've still got a job to do. And I dread to think what might have happened if you hadn't stopped him. Come on, Shinji. With or without Radovan, we still have a job to do. Let's get Mamula to Ishgard.
Yeah. Come on, Kato. And so, sometime later, after we arrive in Ishgard, yeah, no sight of Radovan.
After the trouble you had reached in Camp Dragonhead, I'm pleasantly surprised that the Alode kept away from us for the remainder of the journey.
Yes, fortunate indeed. All's well that ends well, as the saying goes. One thing still troubles me, though. If that Venus Quimisalia is as ruthless as you say, I doubt the walls of Ishgard will deter him from pursuing his target. As such, Master Mamula will be closely guarded until we can be certain that it's safe. Yes, that would be a shame that I were kept from fulfilling my obligations. I hope that the next time we meet, I shall have glad tidings to share. Hey Atto, welcome on the stream, glad to have you with us. But yeah, the pursuit will still go on, I'm sure.
We managed to get Mamula here on Hound, but in doing so we've lost sight of Radovan. He could be anywhere by now. But we've been through too much for me to turn back on him now. If he decides to get his act together, he knows where to find me. Until then, we best be on the lookout for the Alaude. I thought we'd seen the last of them.
Oh, well, I will wholeheartedly agree with that, as we take our 232,000 experience and the 1,261 gil, and proceed to move on to the last of the Gunbreakers challenges at level 70, entitled Steel Against Steel. Sophie is beginning to wonder if Radovan will ever return.
For better or worse, the Alaude are nowhere to be seen. Reese and the others seem to think that they've abandoned their mission and gone back to Garlemald, which I highly doubt. For them, failure simply isn't an option. But what I want to know is, where is Radovan? I've a good mind to pack up and leave him here. Or at least find somewhere warmer to wait for him. But if there's one thing I can't bear, it's standing about doing nothing, especially something as bitterly cold as this. I know, let's go and ask the Temple Knights if they have any work for us.
How's that gonna help? And where would she be right now? Probably best to just follow the arrow. Yeah, it's good. It's good to see you, Atto. I know you've been keeping track on me, and I'm glad you have. Hey there, Sophie.
What took you so long? I've already been and spoken to them. Anyway, there's a client looking for protection, but they wish to remain anonymous. We're supposed to meet them at a place called Twin Pools, which is in Western Carthus, apparently. Seeing as we have nothing better to do, we may as well go and find out what they want. It should pass the time until Radovan comes back if nothing else.
Yeah. Anyone want to take a wild guess on who this client is gonna be? It can only be one of two people. And I'm pretty sure that it's the first one that's on my mind and not the latter. Out into the wilderness we go. On a
regularly snowy night out in Kirthis. Yeah, not surprising we would see weather in a place like this. But now we have to go and see which of my 50% chance it lands on. Because it can only be one of two people. It's either Radovan or it's Vilius or it's Vitus. Oh, congratulations on your marriage! Boys Fields? Oh, Blue Fields. Yeah, let's see where this is going to land. Who is it? Yep. Wait a minute. An Ellison? Is Vilius an Ellison? Let's find out and get him to take off his hood. Oh, that's cool. Hello there. My prayers have been answered. I was beginning to think that the Temple Knights had forgotten about me. I do hope you will forgive my need for secrecy. The nature of my request is very sensitive, you see. Now, if you'd be so kind as to follow me. Alright then. So off we go. In the direction of the Forelands, but... Uh-oh. Yeah, it's Vilius. I can't break free! It's Vilius. Yeah, take off that hood and show me who you really are. Wriggle all you want, little fly. Nothing escapes my web. Yeah, and now we're completely surrounded. Ah, but 'twould be a shame for you to die without knowing the name of the spider who ensnared you. I am Vilius Quomasalia, commander of the Elode. When we came to collect that old goat who had strayed from the herd, I never expected to find a prowling lion. Or should I say, warrior of light? There are many in Golemod who would be delighted were I to present your corpse, and I doubt that restoring me to Pilus Prior will suffice. No, Legatus would be far more fitting. Vitus Van Massalia has such a wonderful ring to it. Yes, so close I can almost taste it. Your tail ends here. Until... Yeah. There you are, Radovan. Thank you.
Radovan, where the bloody hells have you been?
Tracking the Elode. That's how I knew they'd come after you, Shinji. Really?
Prisoner 1441, if I'm not mistaken. First, you refused my kind offer. Then you have the audacity to escape. And now this. Whatever am I going to do with you?
You're not the only one with a few tricks up his sleeve, Vitas. Yeah. Apparently he knows about the shock collars too. When we first encountered the Elode, I noticed the collars that they were wearing. I had one for myself not so long ago. This must be your way of maintaining discipline. I took one of them to Mamula, who engineered a device similar to yours.
How ironic that the very colors you're so fond of could be turned against you. Yeah, we're not fighting the whole herd. Guess we'll just have to deal with the bull. Oh. Yeah, I guess if he can't have them fight, he'll simply kill them off instead. Worthless dogs. Of course, I never needed the Eorzea or those magic traps to slay the likes of you, but I prefer to leave nothing to chance. No matter, we'll just have to settle this the old-fashioned way. Speaking of which, where did you find those antiques? If you think they can compare to a Garlean gunblade, you are wrong. Very wrong. As much as I wish to fight him alone, there is more at stake here than my pride. We must rid the world of this beast once and for all. Shinji, Sophie, follow my lead. You got it. Oh, and we get the Guardian boss music. Well, alright, I'll take it. This always was a fun boss music. It always was a good score. Yeah, Vetus, we're about to make you die. And also, can you shut up so I can start beating you up? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, do be so kind as to put a stock in it. Yeah, the last thing this world needs is another Xenosea Galvus. Also, I have no idea what I'm using, I'm just doing it for the heck of it. I had to get a little bit closer. How dare you give me my prize? Hey, it's not our fault. You should have done the deed when you had the chance. And now that you've taken away the people that could have possibly helped you do that. You gotta keep adjusting here. Oh, it's the stack mech! Oh no! And then we gotta run over here. Yeah, not good. Not good. Yeah, now he's showing off his Gaius impression. Oh, now he thinks he's... Now he thinks he's Renault now. Make up your mind, who are you? Who are you and what are you doing? I was about to say, also, what is he doing? Uh-oh. Yeah, this does not look good. They give it all they've got. And also, I really as Bowshot can cancel out his moves. Shield raised, but our health is very, very, very low. Yeah, full health, please. Hold still, man. And also try and stay away from his X's, from his Gaius-inspired X's.
How many of these is he going to lay down? Okay, well, I'm safe if I stand over here. And now we'll continue. Go around the horn in order to get where we need to go. Oh, bull shock. It didn't work. And also was not the move I was supposed to use that on. Oh, this is fancy. Oh, jeez. Yeah, wait for it to go away, then move. Can I attack these? The answer is no. Ah! And he's gonna chase me! True purpose? Alright, well, he's going with the X's again. Yeah, so at least I can chill it over here. Oh, wow. Now you're regular? Yeah, it's like you're playing as every Guardian leader that there is. And even some of the Heaven's Ward Knights, too. This is an episode of Who Do You Think You Are gone horribly wrong. Whoa! Nice move. He's gonna put down a third. He is putting down a third. Alright, chill out over here. Yeah, and get that to be completely wasted. Alright. Drop everything down. He's within his last 10%. Glad to see death on the other side. I'd agree with that. Yeah, you're not getting this off. There we go. We got it. Actually, you asked me that before, Atto, and I said no. No, my server is still based on Primal. I never thought I'd live to see the day that Vitas Commersalia met his match. You are a better gunbreaker than I ever was. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you both through.
You're sorry? I should bloody well hope so too, you great wolf. What were you thinking threatening Mamula like that? Not to mention leaving us to escort him to Ishgard.
When Shinji found me and Mamula, I noticed the Alode watching us from a nearby cliff top. Oh, yeah. Cat's eyes. I thought it was strange that they passed up the opportunity to attack us, so I made it appear as though I'd abandoned you and started following them in secret. I discovered their primary target was now the Warrior of Light, not Kato Mamula. The scouts you saw on the way to Camp Dragonhead and reported it to Vitas, who then called off the ambush to see for himself if the information was valid. Powerful as he was, he would never show his hand unless he was certain of victory, so he waited to make his move. One thing I did know for certain is that even if the three of us fought together, we wouldn't stand a chance against the full might of the Alode. That is when I decided to consult our fugitive engineer. We talked into the early hours of the morning until we reached an understanding, and he agreed to construct the Magitech control device.
In order for the plan to work, I would have had to have remained hidden until the very last moments, even from the two of you.
Yeah, that's been pretty crazy.
But I thought you needed time to learn to think about what you had done.
Which I think he did have.
The remorse I felt for disowning myself was no act. When I realized Mamula's identity, I wanted to confront him about Borgia, but I needed to get him away from you and Reese. I never had any intention of killing him. All I wanted from him was to admit his crimes.
I'm sure it was.
But it still gave me a sick sense of satisfaction to see him on his knees defeated. That is when I knew I betrayed the ideals of the Gunbreaker, that I had abandoned my honor. I want to thank you for guiding me back to the true path.
Well, yeah. And with now that day is done, it's definitely a brighter day for you, isn't it, Radovan?
With Vitas gone, any remaining members of the Eorzea are free of his control, and are likely to be treated as fugitives running from the Empire. In any case, I think it is safe for Mamula to come out of hiding now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he with us as we speak? But no, it doesn't look like we'll get that luxury. I'll have to take it back to Ishgard to get that. No. Alright. And Mamula's back over at the Forgotten Knight? Yes. Here he is. Hey, Kato. Yeah, hey there, El Kato. Allow me to express my gratitude for vanquishing the holiday, which I understand was due in no small part to Radovan's marvelous idea involving the Magitech colors. I am glad to hear the device I cobbled together and functioned as intended.
Yes, we couldn't have done it without your help. Vitas alone pushed the three of us to our limits. Had the Alaude joined the fight, things would have ended very differently. We owe you our lives.
So that's how they take a bow.
All things considered, it was the least I could do. A remarkably simple matter, in fact, compared to my next endeavor. The installation of Ishgard's ceruleum heating system. While I may never be able to adequately repay the kindness I have been shown, I must begin somewhere. Until we meet again.
And so away he goes on his new job.
Shinji, since I first met you, I knew you had the potential to become a Gunbreaker. As the only one of my clan to escape the destruction of Borgia's citadel, I thought the art of the Gunblade would die with me. Now that I have passed on all I know to you, my successor, I feel that there is little for you to gain from taking on assignments with us.
Yes, we can hardly expect the Warrior of Light to spend valuable time assisting us with our money-making schemes.
Schemes?
Before we part ways, however, there's one last place I would like to visit with you. I hear that a great many adventurers who hope to make a name for themselves head to Revenant's Toll. I imagine there'll be plenty to keep us busy. But more than anything, I'm hoping to find others to whom I can impart the teachings of my clan. Once people see you with your gunblade strapped to your back, I'm sure it'll pique their curiosity. So, will you come with us?
Yeah, of course. I haven't done that yet. See, I imagine we're getting warped over to Revenant's Toll. Uh-huh. But they do really do that a lot these days, don't they? And so, yeah, I guess Radovan will get to meet with the possessed Korabanta and find out what's going on with her. Hey, Radovan. I must confess, we would have struggled to find the place without you.
Yes, when I first heard about the remote settlement populated almost entirely by adventurers and the like, I was expecting it to be a lot more lawless and chaotic. Knife fights over card games, that sort of thing. What a pleasant surprise it turned out to be.
Well, you can thank Rowena for that. With a little luck, I'll find candidates to train as gunbreakers. Although it goes against the traditions of my clan to teach outsiders, meeting you has proved to me that we were being overly cautious. You see, the gunblade is forged for one purpose: to protect. We have feared that its techniques will fall into the hands of those who seek to oppress and conquer, such as the Gallians and the Alligans before them. Centuries of being beset by enemies on all sides taught us to fear and mistrust those not of our clan. That is why we kept our art such a closely guarded secret. But when you came to our rescue that day, you acted without a thought for your own safety to aid those in need. This is the true essence of the Gunbreaker. You have your own ideals to protect, your own promises to keep. Go forth, Shinji, and follow your path wherever it may lead. Thank you very much there, Radovan. So, no fancy outfits to wear, but we do get 1,186 skill, plus the level 70 Gunbreaker ability Continuation. Allows the firing of successive rounds with your gunblade. Gnashing Flang may be followed by Jugular Rip, Savage Claw may be followed by Abdomen Tear, Wicked Talon may be followed by Eye Gouge, and those all sound insanely painful. But we got what we needed. And thus, the triumph is complete for Shinji, and he's got his Gunbreaker to 70. In order to take the next Gunbreaker quest, he must meet the following requirements. Complete Shadowbringers, complete the Roll 2 of Loved and Lost, and then we'll speak with Radovan again. So yeah, his next quest will obviously be at 80. And we also get the achievement Gunhilder's Blade 1. Alright, so that's Gunbreaker down. Now to switch over to Dancer. Yeah, so yeah, we'll do it with our outfit from Moonfire Fair on. So last time we were yeah, trying to do Radovan is really taking its toll on my voice. You can do so after the stream there, Yuna. But I think it was like, you said it was 8-8-13-7. Alright, over to the Avengers Guild. And also I had no idea that you were at Revenant's Soul as well there, Vati. Alright, so time to resume with the Dancer's quests with Nashmira and the Troop Falsium. So last time we were at 63 and we took a quest. We were helping out Rana to deal with some people who were also showing out some fancy dancing moves. But now we're going to see if we can try and help out Rana a little more. So let's go ahead and speak with Nashmira to take on the level 65 Dancers Challenge entitled Dances with Dusk Whites. Nashmira is ready to move on to new environs.
It is good to see you, Shinji. You'll be pleased to hear that our exhibition in the Sultanate was a rousing success. Rana gave quite the inspired performance. It would seem the girl has indeed taken her lessons to heart. That leaves Gridania as the final stop on our three-nation tour. I meant to depart immediately, but I must confess that the curious developments in Order have given me pause. Upon our arrival, let us first pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and inquire as to any strange happenings about town. Do not ask me why, but I believe it is best we stay vigilant.
Alright then. Then let's head to the Black Shroud. Is it possibly you have an issue with your modem there, Vati? Because I know that I did a couple of weeks ago when I was supposed to stream for some people, and I couldn't because I had no access to PSN because it turns out that there was an error with my modem. Alright, so we arrived in town. Let's head on over. Yeah, not quite at the in the Twin Adder's nest, but in front of it, nonetheless. Also, Rana's dressed casually? It's been a while since we've seen that. Anyway, hey there, Nashmira.
Shinji, I'm sorry to say that my fears appear to have been well founded. Gridania too has seen its fair share of social unrest of late. Pray explain the situation to my colleagues, good sir.
Yeah. Hello there, sir. You are familiar with the Duskwhite, yes? They are a clan of Elizin who eschew the shackles of urban life and instead choose to live in isolation. For the most part, both sides choose to leave the other well enough alone. Recently, however, events have taken on a troubling turn. Groups of Duskwhite have been assembling for reasons unknown, holding secret gatherings on the outskirts of the forest. Whatever their aim, we can be quite certain that it is nothing good. The Twin Adder is content to let them be provided they do us no harm. But when they turn to thieving and threatening our way of life, we cannot simply turn a blind eye. To say that tensions between the Duskwights and our citizens have been rising would be an understatement. Yeah, I'm guessing that Falquez dying had something to do with it. To this point, troublemakers among the Duskwhite have primarily acted alone, which makes the manner in which they are now plotting something together in plain sight all the more concerning. Some here in the nest even believe they are sowing the seeds for a violent uprising.
As fortune would have it, these Duskwhite rabble-rousers have recently been sighted with particular frequency in the immediate vicinity of the venue where I'd hoped to hold our performance.
At Mikeda's amphitheater, right?
Needless to say, we must address the immediate danger before we can even think of going forward with our performance. Shinji, Rana, what say we investigate the matter together this time? Consider it done. I'll make up for my failure. Just you watch me. Once I've soothed the Duskwhite's hearts with my dance, rising away the furthest thing from their minds.
Yeah, leave it to us.
Thank you, friends. That settles it then. Leave the matter of the Duskwhite demagogues to my colleagues here.
I suppose there would be some merit in delegating the task to you rather than risk fanning the flames between the Duskwhites and our own citizens. And yet, you are a dance troupe, are you not? Are you certain that your friends here are up to the task of suppressing an armed revolt?
You can be assured they are. For what it is worth, I too will be accompanying Rana and Shinji to ensure that everything is in order. Besides, there is something that I will confirm with my own eyes. And with that, we should be on our way. The Duskwights in question are said to be congregating in the South Shroud. Let us first meet at the local tavern and formulate a plan of attack.
Ah, we're gonna visit Buscaron, huh? It's been a while since we've had words with him. Yeah, that's a long way to go. Nonetheless, yeah, let's go pay a visit to old Buscaron again. Yeah, of course, he's very essential in the main story in the journey leading up to Totorak. And also, you get to take some tasks from him for the level 25 Lancers quest. But after that, we don't really hear anything from him. So, to say that this is going to be a reunion long overdue is an understatement in itself. Yeah, there's the legendary Buscaron's Druthers. Not only the tiny little village, but the big pub that's attached to it. And also, they're outside. Yeah, I was so eager to go inside and say hello to Buscaron, but it turns out, I guess we may have to wait a moment before we do that.
According to one of the regulars here, the Dusk White troublemakers were seen not long ago just to the northeast of here. And that's not all. A rumor says they were, and I quote, gyrating and undulating in a most curious way.
Yeah, sound like something we know?
Whatever it was that we witnessed in Thailand, it seems likely that it afflicted the people here as well. We must investigate the matter with all speed. Come now.
Alright, let's do it. Yeah, this is almost pretty much in the direction of Todorek itself. So, yeah, let's just chill out for a while and see what happens.
Shinji, Mistress Nashmira, I think I saw something over there behind the bushes.
Yeah, are we going there? Yep, we are. Oh, we're just fading to black then. Yeah, these are definitely Dusk Whites, and they are definitely losing control of their inhibitions. And there's a Wildwood among them? Yeah, how did Wildwood get in that?
That's it. That's the same creepy dance I saw in Order. The dance of the damned. Yes, it is just as I feared.
Yeah, that can't be good.
I'll explain everything in good time. For the moment, just leave them to me.
Are you sure you can handle it? We got your back if you have problems. Yeah. Hello there. Be gone, meddlers. Leave us to our dancing. But that's the thing. She wants to dance too. So yeah, let's see how the master does it. Yeah, not just the woman of words, but whoa. Yeah, you saw that too, right? Yeah, this is not just a mere dance. This is an exorcism.
What's the... My legs! It's as if they have a mind of their own.
Yeah, it was an exorcism. And looks like we found our culprit, who then proceeds to take exception.
Mistress Nashmira, look out!
Yeah, we better get in the way. Yeah, I'll take you on. Hey man, that wasn't cool. Yeah, you are still gonna be taught a lesson right now. Red to blue, and then do it. Yeah, just get a full flurry going. And there it goes. But apparently a wind sprite got caught. Yeah, this poor wind sprite ended up being in friendly fire. But what about Mistress Nashmira? Yeah, you alright?
Forgive me, Shinji, and thank you. And to think I was scolding poor Rana for her overconfidence. In my heyday, I would have made short work of that thing, but alas, those days are long behind me.
Well, you still showed off some pretty prolific dance moves.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Mistress Nashmira. We all have our bad days. And besides, it's not as if you were being reckless like me. But never mind that. What in the world did I just see? That creepy dance? That strange cloud of black ether? What does all of this mean, Mistress Nashmira? Come on, I know you know more than you let on.
Yeah,
It's time you came clean on that.
I do, and I fully intend to share my knowledge with you. Once I have seen what I must see with my own 2 eyes. In the meantime, someone should hand over these men to the Twin Adders.
You sure that's a good idea?
I suppose you're right, and we must treat your wounds as well. Shinji, could I ask you to return to the Adder's Nest and deliver our report? Or tend to Mistress Nashmir's scratches and see that no other troublemaking dustwites show up.
Alright then. Oh. Then back to Gridania. I think that's multiple times that your mom's laptop has had to be repaired there, Yuna. Like, yeah, she might be in the situation I am in where it's only a matter of time before have to replace our computers. Her with her laptop and me with my PC. So yeah, looks like we'll be speaking with Gavin over at the Twin Adder. Hello there, sir. What's this? You apprehended the Duskwhite miscreants for us? Splendid! On behalf of all Gridania, you have our gratitude. We will dispatch a unit to the South Shard at once. Well, glad we can help, but there's more we need to tell you. At least I think that's what's happening. Or maybe not.
My apologies for the delay, Shinji. I am pleased to report that our dancing Duskwhite friends have been handed over to the proper authorities, and Ron has patched up my wounds good as new. With sufficient rest, I should be back on stage in no time. Not on my march, you won't. I mean, pray do not overexert yourself, Mistress Nashmira. You need your rest. I told you I could have handed over the culprits myself. I know, Rana, and yet I wanted to be myself there I wanted to be myself there when they awoke. It played out exactly as I expected. They remember little or nothing about their dancing, their secret gatherings, or any of the conversations that led up to it all.
Just being stubborn, no doubt. We're not friends. The Twin Adders will carry out a proper interrogation. And yet one thing concerns me. Is it true that these events bear striking similarity to a situation you witnessed in Uldar? Where it gets out, doesn't it?
What we have witnessed is none other than the Totentons, the dance of the damned, and it is our God's given duty as dancers to see that it is never danced again.
Yeah. And why is that?
The dance of the damned? Our mission? Whatever are you rambling about, Mistress Nashmira? I thought our mission was to lend strength and succor to the suffering and lift the spirits of the realm. That it is. And yet the truth of exactly what this entails runs far deeper. Throughout our storied history, the dancers of true Forcium have saved countless lands time and again from a fate most dire.
And so into further detail we shall go.
When war and calamity ravage the land, fear and anger fill men's hearts. These emotions fester, reacting with the ether around us. In the air we breathe, the ground beneath our feet, to form an etheric manifestation of malaise that spreads like a dark cloud across the land. The weak, the downtrodden, the scorned, the suffering. Sadly, it is these people who are oft the quickest to fall prey to dark despair. Left unchecked, the shadow fully consumes them. Their hearts, their minds, in the end even control of their very limbs is taken from them.
Giving us what we just saw. Yeah, Rana trying to weigh this all in and figure it all out.
Stripped of the last semblance of sanity, they flail about in a manner most hideous. Tales tell of mothers blissfully unaware as they trample their beloved children. Men who dance so violently they rip the limbs from their own body. This is the Totentons, the dance of the damned.
What madness is this?
If you speak true and this downward dance you speak of arises from the fear and anger in people's hearts, why did it not manifest itself in the wake of calamity, in Eorzea's darkest hour? That's a good question.
Call me mad, but I think I understand. In times of greatest crisis, just surviving for another day requires all the strength we can muster. People have neither the time nor the freedom of mind to dwell on emotions like hatred or anger. Rana has the right of it. It is precisely at this time, a time when Eorzea has made great strides in its recovery, yet deeper wounds go still undressed, that your people are most susceptible to that damnable dance. So this is why our art was born so many ages ago, not just to drive out the darkness from people's hearts in a figurative sense, but to literally cast out etheric shadows and free the afflicted from the clutches of the Totentons. Yes, this is the truth of true falsium passed down from principle to principle for generations. What I did for the Duskwight was to use my dance to extract the darkness from their hearts and give it physical form.
And then proceed to have it rain from the sky.
Form that can then be struck down and banished. It has been several centuries since the menace of the Totentons last reared its ugly head. To be honest, when we first came to Eorzea, I was unsure as to what we would encounter, so it's not the way the two of you overmuch I kept the truth from you. Yet now that I have seen with my own eyes, our mission could not be more clear. As the inheritors of the Kriegstons, we must chase the shadow of the Totentons from the realm. I beg forgiveness for the secrecy, my friends, and ask that you lend me your aid.
Yeah, you can count on me or fine, but no more secrets. Yeah, no more secrets, please.
Of course you can count on us. After all, Shinji and I are dancers of true falsium too. And it's like you always say, a dancer never abandons her partner. Why should you have to carry the burden of saving the whole realm all by yourself? After all my harsh words and hidden truths, you are far too kind.
I must confess that I am still struggling to understand all this. But one thing is clear. This dancing epidemic you speak of poses a great danger to our realm. I will contact the other Grand Companies immediately and apprise them of the threat. Should there be any reports of similar phenomena in other nations, we would like to call upon you to deal with that matter. Forgive us the imposition, but clearly this is beyond our ability.
Leave it to us. Nothing would honor us more than if the nations of Eorzea would place their trust in true falsium and allow us to perform for their people.
Alright then, Gavin. Back to your post.
And with that, only Ishgard and Alamigo remain on our itinerary. Other two, Ishgard has had more time for its people to recover from the scars of war. Let us make it our next destination. At any rate, we will need more time to properly prepare for the confrontation ahead. In the meantime, Rana, you are to continue your performances. You require more practice still before I can bequeath to you all of the secrets of the Kriegstons. You can count on me, Mistress Nashmira. And you, Shinji, pray continue to hone your skills in battle. If we hope to prevail against the Totentons, we will need your martial skills as much as we need your dancing. For no, it is not enough that we lure the shadows out of people's hearts. We must dispel the darkness for good. It must simply drift on until it finds another unsuspecting host. Yes, we will be needing your strength more than ever.
But yeah, I'm also noticing a lot of double typing of words and misspellings.
And with that, I too should prepare myself. Our true last act draws ever closer at hand.
So we'll take our experience in Gil and get ready for what will certainly be a very scary battle. Yeah, a dance so powerful that people can pull off their own limbs? Yeah, we call that Mortal Kombat. So yeah, here's Mistress Nashmira, so let's go ahead and speak with her to take on the level 68 Dancers Challenge entitled High Steppin' in the Holy See. Nashmira is smiling at you expectantly.
Ah, Shinji, your timing is impeccable. I had just received word from Ishgard.
The powers that be have decided to welcome Troop Forcium with open arms. Fortunately, there are no rumors to suggest that the Totentons has already struck in the city or any of the surrounding regions in Kethis. And yet word has it that some of the less privileged residents of the city have grown increasingly vocal of late, not entirely unlike what we witnessed in Ordar. We must be vigilant. And so I would ask you and Rana to make for the Holy See as soon as you are able. I would join you, but I fear my wounds are not healing as quickly as I had hoped. I would only slow you down. Leave it to us, Mistress Nashmira. No matter what shadows plague the people's hearts, there'll be no match for your two favorite proteges. Come, Shinji. Ishgard waits. Which way was it again?
Well, I can tell you where it is, plus also, you should probably dress appropriately. Because in a skimpy outfit like that, you are gonna be free. I mean, I know how courageous female dragoons are in Ishgard, but what happens when a dancer comes to town just like what you have? Alright. Oh, not at the Forgotten Knights. Yeah. Perhaps we should not be surprised where Rana is currently standing. Next to a fire. Rana?
Why, my arms and legs feel like they're going to freeze and snap off like icicles. How can you even bear this, Shinji?
Hey, I tried to warn you about how cold it was gonna be. I've gotten used to it. Yeah. Acclimatization.
I suppose adventurers like you get to experience all sorts of climbs in your travels. Perhaps with time I'll get used to it too. Anyhow, our first order of business is to pay respects to our hosts. I've been told that one Sir Handeloop awaits us at a place they call the Congregation. I take it that you know the way?
Yeah. The Congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly, to be precise. Wolf whistles and cat calls. Yeah, she needs to get inside badly. And even Lucia's chilling out over here. Hello, Sir Handeloop, how have you been? Well met, Shinji. It is always a pleasure to welcome you back to Ishgard. Though I must say I did not expect to see you return to us as a member of the traveling dance troupe.
Just wait till you see him on stage. He's a sight to behold. Oh, but forgive me. My name is Ron Amigo, and I thank you for opening the gates of your fair city to Troop Forcium.
The pleasure is ours. I must confess that I found the report from our friends at the Twin Adder regarding this Dance of the Damned somewhat difficult to believe. But if even a great hero like Shinji here would come all the way here for this purpose, I'd be a fool to dismiss the threat. And yet I have questions. The instructions from your Mistress Nashmir called for rounding up prominent members of the commoner class and seating them front and center in your performance. I did not object, of course, but whatever purpose is this meant to serve?
The Totentons is a plague that spreads from one man's heart to the next, and those whose hearts weigh heaviest with anger, fear, and unease are often the first to fall prey to its clutches. If we can assemble influential members of the community and free their hearts from the shadow before disaster strikes, these men and women could in turn raise the spirits of their peers. Mistress Nashmir believes this is our best hope of curtailing the spread of the Totentons.
Where the leaders are go, so others will follow. I suppose it is as a logical course of action as any. Very well. I have already identified suitable personages and extended to them an invitation to your performance. The venue will be before the Gates of Judgment. We believe this location will be most accessible to those who live outside the city walls.
Thank you kindly, my good sir. Well then, Shinji, we best get on our way. We don't want to keep our audience waiting out there in the freezing cold, do we? Oh, why did I remind myself about the cold?
Dress appropriately then, Rana.
Like, we're giving you an opportunity to prepare yourself for this. Don't take it lightly. Okay, so we do have to literally leave. Yeah, it's not enough that we go to the exit of the city. We have to legitimately leave. Alright, so... yeah. I feel sad for poor Rana because it looks like now the blizzard is getting worse. Yeah. Gonna brave it out here in the middle of the light when it's likely minus 25 and I'd say wind gusts of at least 50 miles per hour.
Talk about an imposing audience. Now let's give them a show to remember. Oh, and Shinji, let's keep the true purpose of our performance to ourselves, alright? Of course. We don't want to cause a panic after all. If we can draw out and dispel the darkness before the Doten Dawn strikes, our task will be that much the easier. And besides, we want our audience to enjoy the show, don't we?
Exactly.
I admit I'm a bit nervous, but I know we'll be fine if we trust in each other. Alright, here goes nothing. Watch closely and follow my lead.
Alright then. Heck, there are even people out here without coats on too.
Ladies, gentlemen, fair citizens of the Holy See, hailing from distant Razathan in the east, we are true Forcium. Today we dance for you the Kriegstanz, an ancient art passed down to us from the days of yore. Though the Kriegstanz was born on the battlefield, it is a dance that brings healing and succor. Your people suffered for too long from the horrors of the Dragon Song War. Let our performance fill your hearts with hope and heal any scars that may still linger. And now, without further ado, let the show begin!
Yeah, give it your all, Rana. Yeah, let the fires of the Kriegstanz warm your body.
I've never seen dancing like this before. It stirs the very depths of my soul.
Just watching her, I've dignified indignance? Isn't that a contradiction? Just watching her, I can feel all my pain and anger melting away. Yeah, there it goes. Whoa! This wasn't supposed to happen, was it? Yeah. I think we have to deal with this.
Pay no mind to those ominous clouds. It's all part of the performance, you see. Yes, true Falsium spares no expenses in treating our audience to a spectacle for the senses.
Nice cover.
That's your cue, Shinji. Now sweep those nasty shadows away.
Don't mind if I do. Yeah, allow me! I got this. Yeah. We're done chatting. Let's start dancing. And go. Yeah, I am definitely finding the humor in this. Yeah, a potent 1-2 combination. Alright, Rana, we did it. What are you saying? I guess not. When I received a sudden invitation to this performance, I didn't know what to expect, but that was simply remarkable. Ever since the show ended, my mind is clear and all my troubles just don't seem so bad anymore.
And I the same. I must say that last scene where that fearsome shadow beast appeared was particularly dramatic and invigorating.
It's the strangest feeling. Even though my lot in life hasn't changed one bit, I feel like I'll be able to face tomorrow with my head held high. Ah, what a smile.
Oh, you folks are far too kind. but I thank you one and all. Never in my life have I felt so proud to be a dancer.
And so once they've gone back home...
Nothing quite like seeing all those smiling, satisfied faces, don't you agree, Shinji? Just the thought that we were able to bring a measure of happiness and hope to these proud, strong people makes all the hard hours of training worthwhile. And can you believe it? We're even able to stave off the shadows before the Totentans even struck. I do believe we've more than done Nashmira proud.
Yeah, I think so too.
I dare say our job here is done, so why don't we head back to Gridania and share the good tidings with everyone? I'll race you there.
Just don't freeze to death. And so back to Gridania. Yeah, just don't freeze to death. Yeah, it does seem to be a busy night in Gridania. Hey, that's good, right? Alright, so as the rain continues to fall here... Let's head on back to the Twin Adder. Oh, and someone just found it and have to see tonight, huh? Well, good luck. Good luck on your new endeavor.
Shinji, it's Mistress Nashmira. She's gone.
Yeah, I did notice that she was not here. Settle down, Rana. Nothing ill has befallen our leader. She has simply taken a leave of absence entirely of her own volition. Yeah, why do I get the feeling that that wound that's afflicting her from that sprite is going to cause her to Totentans? She said she had a matter to attend to with an old friend. The same friend who introduced her to our patron Master Gigarujo, if I recall. She was reluctant to go into detail, but it would seem this individual is also familiar with the Totentans and has been researching the situation in Alamigo on our behalf. Miss Nashmira means to join her there and scout a suitable venue for our ultimate performance. She has asked that you and Rana continue training on your own until such time as she summons us.
Would it have killed her to at least wait for our report? Or does this mean that she actually trusts us? If Mistress Nashmira believes in our ability to handle affairs, I suppose we owe her the same in return. Now that Alamigo has been freed from the Gaulian yoke, surely it is only a matter of time before its people are ready to welcome us with open arms. At the same time, much like Ishgard, it is a land whose people have known more than their fair share of suffering. We will need to be at our best to deliver them from the dance of the damned. You know that means, Shinji, we must train ourselves with greater discipline than ever before.
And so that we will. And so, now it's time for, now that we've taken the last Gunbreaker's quests earlier tonight, let's go ahead and do the same for the Dancer, by speaking with Rana and taking on the level 70 Dancer's Challenge entitled, Save the Last Dance for Me. Rana Migo has a letter in hand, and is excitedly waving it in your direction.
Great news, Shinji! A postmogul just dropped off this letter from Mistress Nashmira. She says the stage has been set for a performance in Alamigo.
Yeah. How does it feel you're going to the land of your namesake?
Why, she's even scouted out what she claims is an ideal venue to host our exhibition. A village called Alagana that sits in the Girabania Highlands. Doubtless in part due to its location near the border, there are considerable fears among the villagers that the Guardians will return and take their home with a vengeance. In other words, it is precisely the sort of place where the Totentans is likely to strike. At any rate, Mistress Nashmira assures me that she and her secretive acquaintance have made all the necessary preparations. The Alamega Resistance, she says, has seen fit to ensure that Alagana's most prominent residents will be in attendance. If we can perform as we did in Ishgard and swiftly dispel the darkness from their hearts, surely they will be able to influence their fellow villagers and stave off the onset of the Totem Toms. And what did she say at the very end of her letter? Ah yes, Rana, Shinji, the success of our tour, and the very future of Troop Forcium itself rides on you. I am counting on you to rise to the occasion. Are you as excited as I am? Let's make this a show for the ages. And with that, let us set off for Alagana. We mustn't keep Mistress Nashmira waiting.
Indeed. And so, away we shall go. But yeah, if my suspicions are right, this could not be a situation that could end well. Alright, we have arrived. We've arrived in this little mining town. And let's go ahead to speak with Rana.
Ah, there you are, Shinji. Have you by chance seen Mistress Nashmira? I can't find her anywhere, but I'm sure she'll be along soon. I know she wouldn't miss our performance for the world. And look what I've found. I scoured the troop's wardrobe to find outfits befitting our grand finale. One thing's for certain, we'll be dressed to impress. And remember, mum's the word about the Totentons, alright? We want our audience to enjoy the performance without worrying themselves with the terrible truth behind it all. Well then, whenever you're ready to take the stage, you know where to find me.
Alright then.
This is it, Shinji. Ready to raise the curtain on our final act?
Yes, indeed. And so, away we go. So, the next day... Well, this crowd's certainly excited. And best of all, we're not going to be freezing. Yeah, and the musicians are going to be performing as well.
So close and yet so far. For all who cannot make the voyage to our home, we bring our art to yours. Hailing from Razat Horn across the sea, I present the incomparable, transcendent Troop Forcium! Today we perform for you the ancient dance of our ancestors, a spectacle to stir the heart, enrich the mind, and chase away the shadows of doubt that plague your soul. Feast your eyes upon the Kriegstans!
And so now... Yeah. Rana makes her arrival. Yeah. She'll do her part, but eventually we'll have to do ours as well. And away she goes. Yeah, show off those moves, Rana. Yeah, we can see the purple smoke is emanating from them. Yeah, all part of the show. That thing is huge. Yeah, now it's my turn. Ready for part 2? Yeah. Don't worry, it's all good. Yeah. It's okay. We'll take care of things from here. Yeah. Keep on cheering.
Right on cue. Alright, Shinji, let's take out that nasty thing before our audience realizes it's not just for show. Look at all those enraptured faces. The excitement in the air is almost palpable. They know they're about to get a show the likes of which they've never seen. The Alamegans are counting on us, Shinji, and in more ways than they themselves even know. We must dance and not stop dancing until every last shadow's been purged from their hearts. This is the performance we were born to give.
I'm still waiting for the catch to come in. Yeah. Keep playing, you three. And they will use the music that we started dancing with. But yeah, where's the catch? Where's Nashmira, and where is the anonymous person she was trying to get in contact with? Alright, go. Alright, red to yellow. Yeah, we should also have the Devilment's full rotation. Yeah, these things definitely have some juice behind them. Alright, see if I can hit two at once. I don't know if he even hit either. I think they stayed away conveniently enough that neither of them were gonna get hit. Wait a minute, this is on me? And on Rana? Oh, we gotta keep moving. Right, keep going, Rana. You're doing great. Oh, Stack Max now. Alright, green to blue. Oh, whoa. Yeah, watch where you stand. Ah, there you are. Yeah, and now we'll be 3. Alright, yellow to blue. And down they go. Oh, I see where it's going. Yeah, it's a fancy crossover move. Well, the fixation is on me, which I guess is what we want. Divide and Conquering D. Whoa! Also, I just noticed this guy. Yeah, he slipped through my gaze. I'm almost about to get another Samba. Alright, the sprites are down. Now we can focus over on this side. Whelming loss. I mean, it's not overwhelming loss? Whoa! It's 3 over plus a stack mech. And I can even hear those things. Yeah, they're not going quietly.
Oh, what? Okay, that's getting fancy. When did this all of a sudden turn into the final battle of the drowned city of Scala? Yeah, I don't remember that being a thing. Yellow to red. Oh, enrage. We just hit enrage. Problem is... Oh, jeez. Yeah, Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, this is really a DPS check, isn't it? Come on, go. 10%. Gotta beat that enrage. Oh, Nashmira is giving me her dance partner moves now. Alright, blue 2. Oh, we got it. Yeah, I was about to do a grand finale and you guys took it away! Well, we got it. Yeah, we were all set up for the grand finale and then... So, later that night... Yeah, thankfully Miss Nashmira did not turn evil.
Mistress Nashmira, oh, I knew you wouldn't miss our grand finale. And your dancing, why, you were every bit as enchanting as I remembered from all those years ago. Sharing the stage with you truly was a dream come true. I simply had to make amends for my embarrassing display in Gradonia, did I not? My wounds had all but healed entirely, so I redoubled my training efforts after I arrived here in our Amigo. I dare say I feel as spry as I have in years. And yet, there can be no doubts. You and Shinji were the true stars today. To think that you've come so far in such a short span of time. Perhaps I should just have admired your performance to the wings instead of stepping in.
Oh no, we're glad you did. You gave us the assurance we needed.
Tot Mia, I seem to recall you telling me just the other day that the girl was still not ready for the spotlight.
Who goes there?
Oh, Philomen?
Yeah, and I used the man's voice, but I didn't know it was a woman.
You know me, Lamin. I'm strict with my students because I expect only the best from them. And these two have done me proud today.
So this is where you ended up.
Fancy meeting you here, Shinji. I must admit it gave me quite a start when my mirror here told me that you, of all people, had joined her merry little troop. Mare and I go far, far back, you know. After those horrific events unfolded in Ordar, I hid away in Thavnair for some time. It was then that we first made each other's acquaintance. Song and dance go together rather well, needless to say, and our friendship rapidly blossomed. When she turned to me for assistance in planning Troop Force's tour of Eorzea, I was more than happy to do my part.
And you certainly did.
It does not surprise me that an accomplished adventurer would have many friends across the realm, but never would I have suspected that you and my dear Lamin were so close. Truly fate must have brought us together for a reason. I feel the same. Your presence alone has motivated me to grow in ways I never thought would have possible. You've given me the courage, strength, and determination to be more than what I was.
And I'm glad we could help. Oh, hey there, Ragenfrid. It's been a while. Thought I'd recognize that face from somewhere. From Liberator of all Amigo to Traveling Performer, eh? Not a path I'd have predicted, but I'm hardly surprised to see you emerge triumphant in whatever you do. Aye, that was truly a performance for the ages. Here in Alagana, we don't get much exposure to foreign cultures. Rather stimulating that was, especially the grand finale where you chased off those bloody shadow beasts. Got the blood pumping, I'd say. I'd only wish there was more we could do to show our appreciation. think nothing of it, my good sir. Just knowing that we brought a measure of joy to our amigo in its time of need is reward enough for us.
Too kind you are, miss. The road ahead of us is a long one, but thanks to you, we can stride down it with a spring in our step. Know that our village is always open to you should you ever be willing to grace us with another performance. Farewell, friends.
Whew. For a second there, I thought he realized the true nature of those shadows. But no, the threat of the Totentons is gone for now, and it seems no one's the wiser. That is halting indeed, and with that we should prepare for our departure. The Alamegans were kind enough to invite us in these trying times. We mustn't linger so long that our presence becomes a burden. I too should be on my way. It was a pleasure and honor both to see you on the stage again, Mira. And you as well, Shinji. Till our paths cross again, go in safety.
Yeah. When will Cinnamon appear again? Who knows? Speak with her once more, huh? Alright then.
Well, that's the last of it. Our props are packed up and ready to take to the road. I must say it's a touch bittersweet knowing that this was our last performance, but I suppose even the best of things must come to an end. Mistress Nashmia will go on ahead to Limsa to secure us passage back to us at hand. You'll stop by and see us off, yes? We'd like to pay you proper thanks before taking our leave of this land.
Well, this does beg the question, when you want to take on the level 80 dancers quests, who do you turn to? I guess we'll get our answer once we return to Limsa. Oh, Shihan? Well, yeah, I did remember that she was there, because we did do that quest. But I thought she went somewhere else after that. Hey Ryan, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, you just missed out on the grand finale. So time to return to the ever-busy Limsa. And not surprisingly, YouTube has once again decided to be a jerk and take my number of likes down to 1. Not surprising, always disappointing. Alright, so, where's Rana? Yeah, here they are. So let's go and speak with everyone. And so...
Shinji, I'm so touched. You really did come to see us off. Thank you ever so much for all you've done. It was an honor to tour Eorzea with you and bring strength and succor to his people. You have my gratitude as well, Shinji. The people whose hearts you have touched will, in turn, inspire others. Yes, before long, the dance of the damned will be but a memory. And yet, until that time, we cannot let down our guard. I propose that we extend our tour of Eorzea, in the event that there are yet people in this realm who still require our aid.
Really?
Do you truly mean this, Mistress Nashmia? Shinji and I can keep dancing together? In good time, Rana, yes. But Shinji is an adventurer and one whose services are justifiably in high demand. It would not be very considerable of us to monopolize his services for our ends. And so we bid you farewell for now. Rana and I will remain in Limsa and consult with Master Geguruju about potentially extending our tour to new locations. Pray come back and visit us on occasion, yes? Well, it gets awfully lonely without company.
Do the 4 of you not count?
Hey, that's not... Well, I suppose it is true. Keep dancing, Shinji, and let us eagerly await the day that we can take to the stage together anew.
And I'll look forward to it. So we'll take our 3,587 gil plus the level 70 dancer's ability, Technical Step. Begin dancing, granting yourself Technical Step lasts for 15 seconds. Action changes to Technical Finish while dancing. Only Technical Finish, en avant step actions, and roll actions can be performed while dancing. So this is basically the enhanced version of the standard step. At least that's what it seems to me at first glance. But I guess we'll know soon enough, once we come out of cutscene. And so, there we go. And the step gauge is indeed expanded. So now we can do more steps. Oh, it's over here now. Alright. Well, at least we know where it is for when we need to do more leveling. But for now, we're going to go ahead and call things for tonight because we accomplished what we needed to do as far as getting both Shinji's Gunbreaker and Dancer to level 70. And we now have the abilities that are associated with it, and we saw the stories unfold. So I would say that was a very successful way to bring the Day in the Life at Tales of Eorzea for now on hiatus while I go on vacation starting this weekend. So yeah, next week I will not be here. I am on vacation visiting my mother. So we will not be doing Tales of Eorzea streams. This also means that the Tales of Eorzea vlog will go on hiatus for 2 more weeks. But I will be going back to doing some speedrun streams on Friday night on Twitch. So please come and join me there, twitch.tv/Novaura2018. And make sure that you can follow me there because, yeah, we're doing more to try and set records in Light Party dungeons in Heaven's War now. And there are only a couple of dungeons that still need them. So please make sure to follow me on Twitch. And together we will see if we can set some records before I head off on vacation. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching tonight's edition of A Day in the Life at Tales of Eorzea here in Final Fantasy XIV. And I'll see you guys back here on Twitch on Friday night as we take some more speedruns before I go on vacation. So, thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, on behalf of everyone here at the Tales of Eorzea, this is Matthew at Novaura Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.